Hey guys, so happy Thursday. I hope it's going well for you. Okay, I'll let you know what's going on today. When Harmony comes home, she needs to get ready to go to her last school dance of the school year. It's 80's theme, which I think is really cool. And she's excited for it, and she gets to dress up like it's the 80's. By the way, today it's a little bit cold out. I'm guessing it's in like the 50s. Do you want to go see this cute little bush in our yard? Oh, it's cold. So, sorry, but I need to pull up down my sleeves because I'm cold. You know what I really like? Call me kind of interesting or whatever. I really like putting my feet in the grass. It feels nice like it does when you put sand in your feet or walking on sand. Like a cute little bush. Okay, I'm gonna go inside so I can talk because people are being noisy outside, but one person is. I know who he is. Love. Also, look what I got in the mail. I've been waiting for it. Some of the cast of The Bachelorette. They have cute little kids. I can't wait for Rachel's season to start. I hope she finds love. And I hope it's a good season. I think it will be. She's one of my favorites. So yeah, 2 weeks from today, let's celebrate Harmony being 13. I'm going to have a teenager part of the household. Wow. That should be fun. I would tell a story about me when I was 13 and show pictures. But I would have to find them, and I can't really think of stories because I can think of more stories from when I was older than Harmony. But I'm not going to do that now, but I am going to post throwback pictures of Harmony, and maybe I can find some of me from the 80's since it's all about the 80's tonight for Harmony's school dance. And yes, I feel like disco dancing. I'm the disco queen. Okay, that's kind of lame, but oh well. I'm going to talk about my favorite things about the 80's. Okay, my mom and dad had their 4 kids in the 80's. My sister Allison was born first, then me, Lauren, then my brother Gavin, and then my brother Griffin. So Griffin's the youngest and Allison's the oldest. We were born from 82 to 86. So my mom was basically pregnant from 1981 all the way to 1986. Because she had some of her kids at the beginning of the year. And if you want to know an interesting fact, out of all the kids that my parents had, I'm the only one whose birthday's in the middle, towards the middle of the month. Because their birthdays on my siblings' birthdays on the 30th, 28th, and 27th, and I was born on the 12th. And then Harmony was born on the 11th, so she's probably taking after me. Well, I'm going to talk about my favorite things about the 80's besides people that were born in the 80's, because obviously I love that we were born in the 80's, and some of my idols were born in the 80's. My crush, I love you! He was born the same in the 80's too. Well, I'm going to talk about my favorite entertainment stuff about the 80's, because that's what you guys probably care about the most. Also, please let me know in the comments your favorite things about the 80's. like music, movies, TV, etc. Besides disco dancing, my favorite things about the 80s are, I'll start with TV shows. Full House, because that started in like 87 until the mid-90s, so that counts. Full House. And my favorite on Full House are Uncle Jesse. Uncle Joey's my second favorite guy. And my favorite girl is Stephanie Tanner. And if Punky Brewster was on in the 80s, let me know if you guys know. If that was on in the 80s, that's one of my favorite from the 80s. If not, it's my favorite from whatever years that was on. Same with Little House on the Prairie. I don't know if that was probably before the 80s, but it still might have been on with new episodes in the 80s. My favorite movie, because I don't know all the movies that were made in the 80s. Some that I might say are my favorite might be before the 80s. So the one that I know of, because I'm pretty sure it was made about the time I was born or before, is, what's that movie? Matthew, Sarah Jessica Parker's husband, Matthew Broderick. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. That's my favorite movie from the 80s. I would say some musicals like Grease, but that might have been before the 80s. I'm not really sure. That's the only Grease movie that I like. I don't like remakes, and I don't like the second one. My favorite music from the 80s. Well, you know I'm all into like pop music, and I like pop music from the 80s too, so I'd say Paula Abdul. Just listened to one of her songs last night. New Kids on the Block, Boyz II Men, and all three of them are going on tour, so I would like to try to go, because I haven't been to a concert in almost 2 years. And I think it will be a lot of fun. Plus, one other time I saw New Kids on the Block, and they were really good. Probably the second best concert I've been to, right after NSYNC and Justin Timberlake. Oh, and right after Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is really good too, but she's not the 80s. She was born in 89, so I'll throw that out. She's my favorite thing about the last year of the 80s. Or favorite portion, I should say. I'm gonna get back with the music. I really like the B-52s. Love Shack. Was that in the 80s? Let me know. And I like the Bee Gees. I'm not really a big Beatles fan. Sorry, I like some of the music, but I'm just not into the voices. Yeah, I'm not really into the voices of the Bee Gees, but for some reason I think it sounds good for the music. And I loved when NSYNC covered them on TV. Of anybody who has covered Bee Gees songs besides, obviously, himself, NSYNC has done the best. And you might think I'm biased, because NSYNC is my favorite group ever, but I'm being honest. Because a couple months ago they had it at the Grammys and it wasn't that good. I'm still interested though in watching the Bee Gees special that was on Easter this year. And I don't know what anniversary it is. 40th? I don't know. But it's an anniversary of the Bee Gees, and I believe only one is living. The other guys all remembered. And I really like the Police / Sting too. But I don't like getting stung by a bee. Don't even think about that. Okay, that goes kind of lame. Also, on NSYNC's first tour, I liked when they did throwbacks to the, I think it was the 60s, 70s, 80s, and then at their time today, which was the 90s when they did that tour. I liked when they did the 80s. And it might have been That Thing You Do, or Celebration, I'm not sure. Also, I really like My Girl. The first one, the second one's not as good, but My Girl. I know it's a tearjerker, but I love that movie. It's one of my favorite. I think of it as that classic. So I really like My God, and I love this song, My God, because it makes me think of my daughter, because they say the month of May, and my daughter was born in the month of May. But for some reason, Harmony gets annoyed by that song. It's because it's not her style. So I love that song, and it makes me think of her. I really would hope that she lets me dance with her to that song at either her wedding or mine, though. Well, I kind of feel like dressing up in the 80s or doing makeup from the 80s since Harmony's doing it. And I'm feeling all 80s theme and stuff today. I'm excited for Harmony. I know her and her friends are going to have a great time. Well, that's it for now. I'm going to do another video of her getting ready, being all dressed up. I'll be taking pictures. Let me know what you're doing for Thursday, and let me know in the comments your favorite things again. What's your favorite things about the 80s? I'm not really a Madonna fan. Her music doesn't really interest me. Plus, I don't really like her attitude nowadays. And I gotta throw it out there. I just won't realize I can't forget about the Beach Boys, because they're one of my favorite bands, one of my favorite groups. And Michael Jackson and Prince. You all remembered. I haven't forgotten about you, and you're my favorite things about the 80s too. The best music video of all time from the 80s is probably Thriller. A lot of you probably agree with that. And if people would ask me, Michael Jackson or Prince. Now, the two they are similar in style and all that. But I'm going to pick Prince because I like more of his song. And again, I like his voice better. But we all know that both of them are very talented. Michael Jackson is one of the best dancers of all time. I can't believe it's been just over a year since Prince has passed. And that really made me cry. I'm so sorry to both Michael Jackson and Prince's family for the losses, and it's huge losses for the entertainment world too. I'll throw that in. Well, I'm going to talk to you guys later, so peace, love, and my daughter Harmony. But I don't just say Harmony because my daughter is Harmony, but I think we should all be in harmony, if you know what I mean. And yes, I don't have makeup on yet. I might do 80s for it. Okay. I gotta think about what I'm gonna do now. You'll see me later.